What's up, guys? It's your boy Dog Mini back at it again with another episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode. As today we are off to Martinsville Speedway for the Slim Jim 200. As we're gonna try to duplicate what we did last race at Talladega, which, as you can see, it was the perfect race from start to finish. We set on the pole. We won stage 1. We won stage 2. We led a good chunk, a very fast chunk of that race. We even had a caution try to derail us. We had to go from 6th to 1st in 3 laps, including a last lap pass for the win. And we beat Corey Heim and Ben Rhodes by 24 thousandths of a second to win our first race in the Truck Series. A perfect race on a perfect day, and just exactly what we need in terms of just seeing something finally go through positive. It's like a basketball player when you see a player finally make a shot and it goes through the basket. That's exactly what we did. So now we go from Talladega, the 2.5 mile super speedway, to Martinsville, which is a half-mile short track. The complete opposite. We do got stuff to do though first. We do got stuff to do. First thing is first is that we got to go to the shop and see, we got to get we got to replace the body because it took a beating that last race, and we'll put that on the truck, our next truck, the one out for the end of the season, and then we're gonna do our work for the week, which it shouldn't be too bad, and we'll do that real quick. Yeah. And then that's how you do that. Let's see. All of it. Ooh. Good news, we were able to put some pit stop practice for the team at a cup shop down the road. Bad news, the only day that they were open was a day where you had to do sponsor meetings, and the crew would really rather have you do the starts with them, so you're better prepared on race day. I mean, I already got the points. And I mean, I already got the points. I don't really have to do anything. And in cash is cash at the end of the day, so we'll just... Besides, I like a little media. And then look at this, a brand new sponsor. Hey, if we can finish top 5, look at that awful. It's Speedy Cash. Everyone knows Speedy Cash. If you need a loan, that's the place you hook up at. So a top 5 at Martinsville. I think we can, because if I'm not mistaken, this was the 5th race of the season. It was. And we finished 8th. And started 27th and finished 8th. So we've got speed. And that was when we was building up the team. So we've got speed and pace. But let's see what we can do as we are here for the qualifying session. And I'm going to keep it a fat stack with you guys. I don't think we can go back-to-back poles. I would love to, but I doubt it. As we're going to get up and ready here. With that said, though, we were relatively decent in practice and decent in terms of speed. But we'll see how qualifying treats us here as we take the green flag. We got 2 laps. No. That truck did not. That was awful. So lap 1's aborted, quite frankly. Lap 1's aborted. So we got to get momentum into this and just shoot if it just gas it up. So our first lap is a 20.925. That's going to be a throwaway. Kind of did the same thing in this lap too. Yeah, that's such, you want to carry as much speed as you can, but if it's not going to grip, it's not going to grip, and it's not doing any of that. As we get close to the wall, but we alright, and we qualified 25th at a 20.701. That's not good. That's not good at all. But Corey Heim is on the pole here. Corey Heim is on the pole. You've got Ty Majeski second, Kyle Busch third, Daniel Hemrick fourth, Caden Honeycutt fifth. And then you got Lane Riggs is sixth, Chandler Smith is seventh, Ben Rhodes eighth, Tyler Ingram ninth, and Kyle Lawson rounds out your top 10. We are 25th. I mean, we can make up that, I guess. We can make up 25th. If you recall from the last race, we started 27th and finished 8th. So we can go from the back to the front at this place, but you'd rather start at the front just to avoid all the mayhem and all that stuff. But here we go. We got 50 laps of racing here, and the green flag is live. Oh, I get a terrible start. That literally put me in the middle of that corner. That's painful. But we get back in line immediately. We're going to pass Boyd. We're going to pass Sutton right off the rip, and we're up one spot already. Now the key is I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go just inside line, and then just shoot for the gaps when I see it. Matt Mills in the 42. Jack Wood in the 91. And that's what I'm saying, you gotta shoot for the gaps. Even if it's kinda not there, you gotta just take it. Andres Perez and Parker Kligerman, and just like that at the end of lap 2, we are up to the top 20 in P20, but we passed Luke Baldwin. We're gonna pass Connor Mosak, and we're up into P18 just like that. 7 spots off the rip. And like I said, inside line, shoot the gaps, and just use the truck to your advantage in terms of mechanical grip and lines. You'll see what I mean by lines later in the race. As you can see, we ran a 20.542. If you recall, that's 2 tenths faster than what we ran in qualifying. 2.5 tenths. As we get to the high line of Rashad Carufield. And now, as you can see, I'm in a box, as I can't really go. 3 wide at Martinsville is just not ever gonna work. So we kind of have to wait for Friesen and Karuf to settle this battle. But like I always do, go to the inside line. Karuf gets around Friesen. I'm just gonna follow him right on through. I get to the inside of Friesen, and in turn 3, as long as we have a good one, we should make this pass, and we do. And we're up into P17. Halfway through this first stage, we're looking really good here, honestly. This truck is on a rail. It is on a fucking rail, ladies and gentlemen. As right now, I'm kind of just chilling. As I'm looking here, we're probably not going to pit at the end of this stage. It would be ludicrous not to, with the 25 laps on the gas. And the tires basically really good. Or not really good, but healthy, I should say. As we're going to get to the inside of Matt Crafton. And we're going to pass him for P16. But like I said, we're kind of just chilling. Just keeping our stuff relatively clean. Because like I said, you want to shoot for the gaps, you want to keep it to the inside, but you also don't want to tear up your truck. You don't want to do anything too unnecessary, especially in stage 1 of this race. As we actually try something there, we get a good amount of momentum from the line. That's what I was talking about earlier with the trust your lines. Get that momentum, and we're going to pass Rashad Karub just like that. And we're up into P15. We are up into P15. As we got 2 laps to go in this stage, Corey Heim has dominated this race up to this point. Kyle Lawson is back here in the 07 truck, which is kind of shocking. But I can kind of see why, as he just gets really loose, has to catch it, and as he rides up into the high line, we're just going to pass him on that inside for the 14th spot. 1 lap to go in the second stage here. As, yeah, we're just chilling. We get to the inside. We're not going to really try to pass Tanner Gray right here. And yeah, boys. P14 here at the end of the fourth stage, and that's really good, honestly. We've passed 11 spots. I'm not touching a thing on, well, I mean, we're not even coming down, but even if I would, I'm not touching a thing on this truck. As we transition into the nighttime for the second stage here, and we are live, I kind of missed the shift. I kind of just missed that shift, but it's okay. We just tuck in behind Kyle Lawson. But as you can see, he just doesn't have the mechanical grip in that truck. As he has to check up, I get to the inside of the 07, and we're going to pass him and Tanner Gray and Jake Garcia to the inside of the 13. It's like they were standing still, and I will take that no problem. Yeah, it's like they were just standing still. So we're up into P12. We get to the inside of Tyler Ankrum all of a sudden. And we're going to complete that pass as well. And I tell you what, we are absolutely flying through the beginning of the second stage. We're going to get to the inside of Lane Riggs, actually. We're going to get to the inside of Lane Riggs. And we are inside the top 10 now. We are inside the top 10 as we get that pass made. So now, let's just keep going, mate. We get stuck behind Gio Rochero. I get into the back of him a little bit. He is going a little slower than what I would like to do, honestly. But slow and steady wins the race. Just trust the inside line and shoot for the gap when you have it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be patient. Like I said, you got to trust the line. Trust the mechanical grip in this, because this truck is flying. And I'm going to try to get a run off this corner here. We're going to go high, gas it up, and look at that. Get a little bit of the draft, and then we're going to just cut inside and just turn left. Inside, and we are clear. Up into P9 we go. And that's a textbook pass at Martinsville Speedway. Textbook. As now, quite frankly, we just need to string together some laps. Try to catch Daniel Hemrick in this 19 truck. As you can see, what I'm trying to do, especially as we go later on this tire cycle, not so much gain ground on the beginning, but that middle and exit, you can see, oh, maybe not that time, but sacrifice the beginning of the corner. But look at the makeup speed in the middle and the exit. I can just gas it up and go, and it sticks. It absolutely sticks. As we got 5 laps to go, coming now to 4 laps to go, as the laps do click off at Martinsville really quickly, as we have just sucked right back up to the 19 truck. Just drive left. We're side by side of the 19, and we're going to clear. We are clear up into P8. We are up into P8. And I don't think we're done. As we are not significantly, but we are relatively quicker than all of these guys at the moment. We are just getting better and better as this long run goes on. As Hemrick tries a peek down below, but he can't get there. As Ben Rhodes, that's something. He's making me think that inside line, and I'm just gonna pass him. I'm just gonna pass the boy. Inside, and we are clear. Up into P7 we go at Martinsville, and we are absolutely humming. Absolutely humming. As we're coming to the white flag, we got 1 lap to go in stage 2. Presented by Credit One Bank. Hashtag cheap plug. And look at the ground you're making up on Caden Honeycutt now. I tell you what, this truck is fast. And I mean bad fast. Look at this. Oh, I'm not going to get there. No, I'm not going to get there. But P7. And we just drove right back up to the back of the top 5 like it was nothing.
Pit road is open.
24-lap tile run, and we are absolutely humming. And especially the later it goes, the better we are. The later it goes, the better off we are, honestly. You did see we was getting a little loose. I just went a smidge title. But stage 3. Can we get a top 5 and maybe a brand new sponsor for the last race of the season? And maybe for beyond as well. I will say, with the start of this stage, it does not help that we missed the shift again. Ben Rhodes gets around us, but we all to the inside of Tyler Ankrum. And as long as we don't do anything crazy, we should get around them, and we do. So we only lose 1 spot. But I tell you what, that 19 truck is looking sporty all of a sudden. As Ben Rhodes is going to wash up the track. And we're going to try to get around him. He gets that run though, but look at Hemrick. He is looking really good all of a sudden. But we get to the inside of Ben Rhodes. And we are clear. And so we get back our spot. I try to block Hemrick. Oh, he threw that in there. He threw that in there and he got that pass done. He got that pass done. So we drop a spot to P8 on the track. But still, honestly, it's a good spot for us. Oh, that truck got really loose. As we just need to settle down right here. We need to settle down. And I need to stop hitting this curb. Because that is not helping the cause. As Gio Rochero in the 17 is also looking really good. Early in this run as I clip the curb again. Have to get out of the gas. We still get there. Oh, no. That looked like a qualifying lap. Honestly, that looked like shit. Gio got back around us. And now I need... Lane is not there. I just need to settle down. I need to get back to what I was doing at the first 2 stations and just focus. Let the car come to me. The inside line. Slow and steady in mechanical grip and let the line walk the line. And that's what we're going to do, or at least try to do. We get a little loose right there. But P9, I still think a top 5 is in the question. We're going to have to get on our high horse, though, if we want that. As we're starting to pull away from Lane Riggs and Ben Rhodes. And we're actually getting... We're getting right on the back tailgate of Gio Rochero. Kind of like what we did to him in the last stage. Get the draft. Use that high line. Get the momentum. Draft. Pass. Boom. If you get to the inside of someone, you're sitting pretty. So now, let's try to focus on this. Let's try to focus on Grant Enfingal. We got 18 laps to go. I'm going to try to basically do what I did in the second stage and sacrifice the entry of the corner, but get an insane middle and exit from these turns. And you can already see the gap we have pulled on Gio Rochero. We haven't gapped him, but it's pretty substantial that we are much faster than the 17. And he's actually getting pressure from the behind as well. And while I'm doing that, evading the pressure, I'm creating pressure for Grant Enfingal here. As I say that, but I just clipped that apron. I'm going to lose a little time. But yeah, we need to close this gap as soon as possible. 15 laps to go. As I get a little high, but this should allow me just to gas it coming out of this corner. We're making time. The gap to Gio Rochero is gone at this point. It's over a second now. As we are closing on Grant Enfingal. We are closing the gap as the laps continue to click down. And this is what, I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I see off into the distance that we got lap traffic. This could be a really interesting. As you see the gap. It is now 16, 17 truck lengths back to Kyle Lawson. So I'm going to put all of my attention on Grant Enfingal. And we are closing the gap. We are getting closer and closer. But here comes the first lapper and Frankie Muniz in this 33 truck. And at Martinsville, lap traffic is a pivotal part of how you make time and how you make stuff happen here. As Enfingal's going to get to the inside, I'm going to get to the inside. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, and get off of me. And that I just lost so much time. I lost so much time on that. But it's okay. It's okay. We just got to go again. Maybe Enfingal's going to get held up. Nope. As he gets around Caleb Costner. I'm going to... Oh, okay. As we got really, really loose. Gathered it back up and we go again. As we're starting to lose some ground here to Enfingal. But he's got Benning and Cody Dennison side by side. Maybe that's going to help the cause for us. As he had a tough time getting around Cody. If I can clear both of these trucks right here relatively easily, we should be in good shape in terms of closing the distance. We get around both. He gets around Mazzoli. And I catch Mazzoli in a really good spot. As I'm just going to go dip down below. And all of a sudden, I am right there again on the 9 truck. As he gets around Jason Alexino, I'm going to get to the inside. You got to give me some room, pal. As I am now on the tailgate of Grant Enfingal almost. As we got 7 laps to go. I'm going to try to make a pass work right here, honestly. But I get loose. I have to back out of it. Here we go again. Maybe I can set it up and coming into 1. I've got the lap truck of Brian Duzat. He loses momentum. I get around both Duzat. And look at, I'm going to get around Enfingal with side by side. And we'll clear. Using the lap truck to scrub momentum from Enfingal allowed me to get a run and pass him in turn 1. So we're up into P7 again. As we're coming to 5 laps to go. Can I get a top 5? I see the 38 and the 45 are right there. Let's see if we can make something happen here. As I got 2 lap trucks in between them of Jack Wood and Corey Roper. We're going to get to the inside of Jack Wood and clear him. Next would be Corey Roper, and we get around them no problem. As Honeycutt is going to go past Chandler Smith, as Chandler Smith is stuck on Tony Bridingle, and he is continued to be stuck because I'm going to get around him now. And Bridingle. As you got to take it, like I said earlier, you got to take advantage of the gaps. And that's just anything, take advantage of it, and that's exactly what we did. As Chandler Smith continues to be behind Tony Bridingle. And we've got around Hall and Luke Baldwin.
Clear outside.
So tough break for Chandler Smith, but he's got to realize he's got to do better there. 2 laps to go. Now I can size up Caden Honeycutt. As we get around Josh Balicki in the 44 truck. But I've got 1 chance to do it. And it's going to have to be in this corner on the next lap. I have to set it up though. Here we go. Coming to the white flag, we got 1 lap to go. Cinematic Credit 1 Bank. We're going to have to get around Dawson Sutton. And we do. And now we're going to have to gas this up. Oh no, I got loose. And that's probably going to do it. I'm going to try 1 last chance. I ain't lifting. Gas, gas, gas. Maybe. Whoa! Okay. I'm not wrecking the truck. Let's not wreck the truck now. We do finish P6. 1 spot shy of a top 5 and 1 spot shy of that shiny elite sponsor of Speedy Cash. But it's okay. Corey Heim won the race, by the way. I think he led every lap. I think he led every single lap tonight. Ty Majeski second, Kyle Busch third, Daniel Hemrick fourth, Caden Honeycutt fifth. I finished sixth, Chandler Smith seventh, Grant Enfinger eighth, Kyle Larson ninth, and Ben Rhodes ran out your top 10. Look at the gap that we put on Chandler Smith at the very end there, a second and a half. And we only did that in 3 laps. And Enfinger too. That's crazy. All of these, they're all just scattered, honestly. But we were really fast. Yeah, we were really fast. And so was Corey Heim, as only 19 trucks finished on the lead lap. Crazy, but it is Martinsville. As, the round of 8 recap, buddy. Yeah, the round of 8's over. We're going to the championship 4 now at Phoenix. Question is, what are we going to do to get there, though? We know we've done the Xfinity Series chill. P6. Wow. Just a shade under 35 grand. That's really good for us. Body is in fine. We're going to have to get a new chassis. And a new suspension, so alright. That's interesting. Really interesting, honestly. And, yeah. Let's see. Going into the last race, what is the point situation? We are 14th in points. We got Gio Rochero 17 ahead of us, and we are 7 ahead of Caden Honeycutt. That can go 50-50. We're too far ahead of Raja Karuf. And we're too far behind Ben Rhodes, probably. Definitely too far behind Tyler Ingram. So it's looking like either 13th, 14th, or 15th is going to be our outcome in the points. Which isn't too bad. That's not bad at all, considering our first season. As for the Championship 4, it's going to be Lane Riggs, Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, and Kyle Busch. Riggs, Heim, Majeski, and Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson, Chandler Smith, Daniel Hemrick, and Grant Enfinger all failed to progress. Unfortunately, I'm shocked that Kyle Larson didn't do better, honestly. I probably would, but if we're going off the overall season, this is probably the 4 best trucks. Riggs, Heim, Majeski, and Busch. I mean, they've won 16 races combined. Yeah, I think those four did what they have to do. And we will run that last race for the championship on the next video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as the last race of the season will be the next one. You have a good one, and peace out, guys.